I just read an article that was about the people at Google discussing if it's okay for you to make changes to your website strictly for SEO purposes to get more traffic. And I got a little fired up about it, and so that's why I made this video. Hi there, my name is Bruce. I've been doing SEO since 2015. I've helped big businesses, small businesses, local businesses, national businesses, affiliate businesses, e-commerce businesses, all types of businesses get more traffic on the internet by improving their visibility through search engines. I make these videos because I love this stuff, and maybe I can show you something that's going to help you out. Okay, so let me bring up this article. Okay, so this article, how do I, hold on. Okay, there we go. I got rid of that. So this article, Google discusses if it's okay to make changes to your website for SEO purposes. Oh my gosh, I hate telling other people telling me what I can and cannot do with my own thing, with my own property. So Google essentially is telling you what you can do with your website. Okay, the title's kind of clickbaity. It got me to click. I was like, got fired up. It's a pretty reasonable discussion whether it's okay to make web page changes specifically for SEO. Now, I'm a guy, I make my living from search engines. So yes, it's okay to make changes for SEO. So the purpose of a website, like what you want a web page to do, is to get traffic and then be able to convert that traffic. So that's traffic and conversion. So one way to get traffic is through search engines. Another way could be social media. If you post a link on social media, you could even put like a billboard and go be like, hey, go to my website and get this deal. So like myawesomewebsite.com/promo deal. And people could theoretically see that billboard. That could be traffic too. But one of the best ways to get traffic still, it's changing with these AIs, but you're still searching on the AIs. But it's through search engines, right? So that's a very good way for websites to get traffic. And SEO is like the free traffic that's just optimizing a web page so you show up in the search engines as opposed to paying the search engines to show a certain web page. So of course I'm going to be like on the side of, yeah, it's totally okay to do that. But it's not quite like, it's a pretty rational discussion. They say some things like, is it okay to make content changes for SEO testing, right? So the idea is that there's a hypothetical small business owner, right? And so they don't know SEO. They're just like, hey, how can I like get my website to show up, right? So they're going to make changes. So Google doesn't want to be like so authoritarian that you don't make changes, or like someone who doesn't know what they're doing makes some innocent changes and, wrecks their website. And so they go on to say, you don't want to, you can make changes. It's okay. So like the answer with everything in search engine optimization is it depends. So let's say that you are a lawyer, right? And you're like adamsmithlawfirm.com and your website is adamsmith.com, right? And let's say that you have your domain is adamsmith.com, but then your title, the homepage title of the domain is, now you can see up here, the page title is super important. So in this instance, for this article, the domain is searchenginejournal.com. The page title is Google discusses if it's okay to make changes for SEO purposes. So say you're adamsmithlawyer.com or Adam Smith and you're a lawyer and you have adamsmith.com and your page title says adamsmith.com or adamsmith-law firm, right? So if the business owner, Adam Smith, if he goes in there and like purposely or accidentally deletes the law firm part so that it's just adamsmith.com and the page title up here just says Adam Smith and it no longer says law firm, Like, that's a very important place to put information for Google or a machine or a bot to understand the web page. So that would likely negatively affect that web page if you wanted to show up for law related terms. So, it doesn't matter if you make little changes to your website, but if you don't know what you're doing and you do something like that, you would, in theory, like de-optimize the website or the web page. And so that would actually be bad. But that's not Google punishing you. That's you didn't know what you were doing and you made an update that was like not good for you. So you can make changes to your website for SEO purposes. I do it all the time. I've been doing it for years and years and years on hundreds of websites. It's fine. Like as long as you don't do something dumb and like de-optimize a web page, right? If you've got a web page that was set up correctly so it makes sense, like if it's about blue socks, and it's like mywebsite.com/blue socks, and the page is like, here's the best blue socks, and then you like want to show up for blue socks, and for some reason you're like, you know what, I'm going to change this to red socks. And you change the page title to red socks, but the URL still says blue socks. That's not going to help you. That's going to hurt you. So you can make changes. Just the idea is to make intelligent changes to hopefully benefit your website. And sometimes you can make intelligent changes, but like it just won't help your website because it's just a very competitive niche and there's like more stuff that you got to do. So you can make changes to your website. It's okay. So this guy, John Mueller, he's like one of the head honchos of Google search. It's okay to get ahead and try things out. For the most part, you can just try things out. He talks about staging a website. I think I've done that one time. Like, unless you're doing some big, massive thing, you don't worry about staging websites. Here's something right here, this freshness algorithm. If you made it to this far in the video, you're a winner because this is like a hidden in plain sight secret. Update your content. That will help you in Google's algorithm. It works. Trust me, I do it. You should do it. That's what you get for lasting this long in the video. Monitoring the SEO effect. You might Search Console. So this is like if you make a change, should you monitor it? I would. If it's really important. Now, if you got a website with hundreds of pages and you made one little update, you focus on the most important pages. Like you can get, it's like analysis paralysis, right? You can get too bogged down in the weeds. Only focus on stuff that moves the needle. But if you do need to focus on a page, if it will make you money, then you need to be able to measure it. And that's where something like Search Console will come in handy. So this is a pretty reasonable article. One thing it says he didn't mention is the impact of user behavior on a web page. What does updated content make people scroll less? Does it make them click on something? And this article, it's an article about Google, but it's talking about Microsoft Clarity. Microsoft Clarity is like a heat map. It does other things, but it's free. It's in Microsoft Webmaster Tools. And I think yesterday's video I was talking about how good Webmaster Tools is and that you should use it. It's okay, so it's not in Webmaster Tools, but like it's the same thing when you sign into like your Microsoft account. You can have you got to set it up. It's fairly easy, just like Webmaster Tools or Search Console or anything like that. But it's free. Google doesn't have anything like that, and it will show you what people are clicking on. I've used it to find. There's this stuff called rage clicks. I didn't even know it existed. And that's where like a button isn't working on your website and people are just freaking hammering it because they're pissed off. I didn't even know that was such a thing. I found that out by hooking up Microsoft Clarity to one of my accounts. And I was looking at it one day to one of my websites. I was like, what in the heck is rage clicks? And they can video the people's, like when they go, like they have a video like of of me doing this and where I'm moving the mouse, not of my face and stuff, but like of like what I'm clicking on and highlighting. And so they have these little videos of it, and I saw someone just like going da 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 da. Whoa, that was weird. But they were like hammering this like these couple buttons, and that's because they were broken links. Like I hadn't been paying attention to that page. There were 100 pages on the website, and they were just hammering away at some of the links. And so I was like, oh, and I went in and fixed that. Rage clicks went down because the clicks worked. But yeah, this is a decent article. It's nothing groundbreaking. I kind of freaked out. I was like, of course you can change. Of course you can make changes to your website for SEO purposes. It's fine to make changes to your website for SEO purposes. Don't tank your stuff. But yeah, it's a decent article. I'll leave the link to this somewhere like in the comments or description, wherever you see this video. But that's it for today. I hope you learned something. I dropped a few nuggets in there. This is stuff that I do, and I know what I'm doing in some of the most competitive niches. So it'll help you too. Okay, if you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will answer you. If you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And send this to someone who has their own website and they're trying to make it better. See if this helps them out. Okay, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.